Good morning, everyone. Happy Saturday. Yeah, that's right. You're getting a Saturday video from me. You guys deserve it. I've been busy all week. I had to work multiple jobs throughout this week. I hardly even had time to sleep. So, yeah. But this is going to be catching you up on what's going on with my Miniloong Pocket 1. So let's give you some backstory. First off, let me say this. I have been talking to GoGameGeek because that's who I purchased this through. I have multiple accounts with GoGameGeek and I've spent plenty of money there. They honestly don't really care. If you're not a big YouTuber, they could care less. I guess they couldn't care less about you. So I contacted GoGameGeek, telling them that my X button and right on the D-pad hardly work. I have to press them really hard, and most of the time the inputs don't work at all. GoGameGeek responded within a couple days and said, "I'm sorry to hear there's an issue with the product. Could you please send me a video so I can better identify the cause of this problem?" Now, I'm reading you right off of my email. I will say one of the last interactions with GoGameGeek was requesting that even though I'm making a video of it, I will not use the support person's actual name. That is the one thing they asked of me that I will adhere to. I won't out anybody's name, okay? That's a personal thing. And typically the person responding to these emails is not the person making the decisions or working on anything. They are just your contact. They are just customer service. So I have no issues with that person. So I sent them a video. Within same day, sent them a video. I then sent them a message and said, "I sent you a video. I also showed it off in a review," and I sent them a link to my review. They responded and said, "I showed your video to our technical team. The button is functional, but requires a lot of force to press. It appears the silicone pad inside has shifted. Has shifted out of place. Please try disassembling the device and repositioning the silicone pad to see if that resolves the issue. I apologize again for the inconvenience. I look forward to your feedback." Now, immediately, I got upset by this because they want me to disassemble it and try repositioning the silicone pad, which automatically means they will not accept this as a return or offer me a refund because now I've opened up the device. So I had to address that. The second thing that jumped out at me, and it should have been the first thing, is the response of their technical advisor saying the silicone pad had shifted and that's why the buttons are like that. If you guys have never opened these devices, let me explain. The silicone pad is a one-piece pad in the same shape here. It's a cross shape. It is a single piece that lays under here with contacts under these buttons. I press the button, it presses into the pad, it hits the contact, reading the button press. Same over here. So if right on the D-pad is not working correctly and X over here is not working correctly, but up, left, down, Y, B, and A are working perfectly, how did the silicone pad shift, only causing the X and the right on the D-pad to not work? If it shifted, I would have multiple buttons having issues. All of them realistically should be having issues because it is a single piece. So if that slid off, then all the buttons will have slid off. I won't be able to make contact with any of them. They all should be having this issue. So their technical team is not great. Whoever is in their technical team lied on their application, lied on their resume, and they don't know anything about this stuff. If that that should tell you all you need to know. Now, GoGameGeek was requesting things of me. I'm not adhering to anything else but the name part. They don't sponsor my channel. I doubt they ever will sponsor my channel. And depending on the outcome of this, I will probably never do business with GoGameGeek again. Not only that, I am going to, every video I can, mention every one of their competitors like Lit NXT and Mech DIY. You should check them out because I'm going to move my business there. Those two places can make money off me. I'm done with GoGameGeek. I have had small issues in the past with them. They've always resolved them. But this time, over one of the cheapest devices I've bought, they are giving me this kind of a problem. So, moving on after they tell me to do that, I respond and say, if I open it and it stays damaged, I won't be able to return it. Even with a lot of force, it only works 60% of the time. So, as it stands, they want me to open it and change the silicone pad. Other than that, they're saying it just requires a lot of force. So their response is either move the silicone pad or press really hard on X and right on the D-pad when you're playing a game. So please continue to damage the device or hurt your hands or smash that button in until it breaks. That's their answer. So because I know if I open it, they're gonna screw me over. So I sent them another email right after I said I won't be able to return it because I've opened it. I said, let's do this. Let's put it in writing. And I said, let's put it in writing that if I do what is asked and open up this handheld, the Miniloong Pocket 1, and something goes wrong, then GoGameGeek will still offer me a replacement or refund since I am not trained and I do not work for GoGameGeek. GoGameGeek will accept full responsibility. It took them a day to respond. But they responded and did say this, and I give them credit for this. They said, hello, rest assured that we will continue to provide after-sales service for you. We will take full responsibility. I said, okay, I'm going to record the entire process on my channel. That way, if something goes wrong, I have proof. They said, hello, okay, please don't mention my name. And then after that, they asked me if I had tried it, and I said, I'm working on it. I'm about to get the video ready. I told them this morning I am doing the video now, but I am absolutely not going to ignore the fact that the technical advisor or the technical team told me it was a one-piece silicone pad that slipped out of place, causing just those buttons to not work when that silicone pad is a single piece and should have caused it all. You obviously don't know what you're talking about. So here we are. Now that we're all caught up and you guys sit here and listen to me drone on giving you the backstory, let's get this thing opened up. So first thing we're going to do is we're going to pop this faceplate off. Anything like this, we don't want to damage it. We're going to go ahead and pop the D-pad off. All right. Now I have an iFixit kit, and I went and got the exact bit needed. So that way I'm not stripping out any screws or anything. So from the looks of this, we have a screw here, and two on the bottom. I don't see anything around the sides. I don't believe it's on. Nope, I just hit the power button. It's not on, so it's off. Okay. So let's start removing these screws and see this one-piece pad that somehow just slipped on one part. All right, let's get that out. That's top left. If GoGameGeek doesn't honor this, this will be the first time I ask anything of my viewers, and it's absolutely going to be to put GoGameGeek on blast everywhere you can. I may not be Tech Dweeb, I may not be Joey, and I may not be Retro Gamecore, but my viewers also view those channels. They have a lot of videos out there, guys. Their comment section is pretty busy, so I may not be able to reach 1 million people, but those channels can. So hit their comments if this goes south, and put GoGameGeek on blast for not caring about customers. Because if I would have ordered this product and it would have been one of those big channels, I would have got just the most perfect pocket or Miniloong Pocket 1. Let me pull out SD cards here. Also, I do want to mention GoGameGeek constantly takes down my review of this on their website. I've reviewed it twice on their website explaining that the D-pad, there's only one of them. They remove that. I explained my button problems in the review. They remove that. You are not allowed to honestly review products on GoGameGeek. Unless it's a good review, they take it down. Alright. I have the screws out. Let me see if I can get this in here. I'm going to try and do this as gentle as possible. I know I keep moving it off screen, everybody, but let's see. Oh, got all kinds of tools laying off camera here. Make sure I'm not missing a screw before I try. Nope, I got everything. Yeah, the silicone pad really slid. This thing is sealed up tight. There we go. Now we're getting somewhere. If you guys don't have an iFixit kit, I do recommend picking one up. They have just about every bit you're going to need in a screwdriver to work on electronics. I absolutely use the hell out of my iFixit kit. Come on, there we go. Once you start on the Miniloong Pocket one, it actually opens up pretty easy. I mean, really, I just started running it across there and it was fine. There it is. Okay. Now, just in case the battery is attached to the back, we're not just going to raise this. We're going to slowly open it. Yep. We have a battery attached to the back. See if I can get that. It's not going well. I don't think I can get the battery. And I just popped another connector off of somewhere. That looks like it just broke off. Yep. A connector just broke. Thanks, GoGameGeek. Right there, this flimsy little thing just snapped off. Yep. Right off that pad. Right there. Here we go. So, this is it. GoGameGeek is now going to deny the return. This is what I was worried about. This is why I didn't want to open this. That was just set up for failure, man. Damn it. There it is. Yep. There's no point now, guys. It doesn't even matter. That's done. That's done. That is damaged. Right there. Well, I guess we continue to open it. Since it doesn't matter anymore, they're not going to replace this. Let's find another screwdriver here and get the board off. I don't even want to do that. It don't matter now. It really doesn't. This is what pisses me off, man. It was really simple. I didn't even ask for a refund. I asked for a replacement because I genuinely liked this handheld. I really did. All I asked for was, give me a working product. Is that so much? Is that really that difficult? Just give me a damn working one is all I asked. Like, they couldn't do that, and now they're... I mean, not that I matter, and don't ever think that you do, but they're not going to honor this replacement now. I told you they wouldn't. I knew they wouldn't. We're going to find out. I'll keep you guys informed on whatever GoGameGeek says to me. But I really hope they handle this the way they should and take care of their customer. Especially a customer like me that has been a loyal customer for a while. I mean, for a while now. I have 2 different accounts with them because when I was ordering stuff beforehand, I had completely forgot the email and all that I was using. So, yeah. I made a new account and then later remembered the email I was using for that account. So, yep. That's where we're at. So I have 2 accounts, all with pretty good amount of purchases on them. And for a company that relies on you to spend a little bit more money instead of going right to the manufacturer, They want you to go to their website and buy it and use them as a middleman when in a lot of cases that's not needed. Like with their Retroid products or Ambernick products, you can just go to those company sites and order right from them. So for a company that requires or needs their customers to use them for whatever reason, you figure their customer service would be better than going directly to the manufacturer. Especially with companies like Amazon out there, you know what I mean? You might pay a little more at Amazon, but at least Amazon wouldn't question me. Amazon would have been like, oh, yep, return it. Here, bring it back. We're good. We'll take it. We'll send you a new one right now. Which I'm not saying GoGameGeek is nowhere big enough to be in the realm of Amazon. But they need customers. They need loyal customers, so they should take care of it. You don't make the product. You just collect a fee or a commission for selling the product. So your whole thing should be customer retention. And telling your customers to open it up them damn selves and fix it is not good. That's not good business. Especially when my worry and my concern right there in the email was further damaging the handheld. Let's see what's damaged, guys. I don't know where that goes. I don't know what that just damaged, but we're going to find out. It turns on. I can only imagine it's going to be the speaker. Nope. Something is definitely damaged. I just don't know what. Let's power this back off. I'm going to throw my SD cards back in it. We're going to hop into a game and see if it's even playable. You know, I want to see if it charges. I wonder... No, the charging port would be directly to the board. That wouldn't cause it. Okay, yeah, that works still. We're going to find out what I just damaged further. Sorry, my nails aren't long enough ever to do stuff like this. So I use these things. Make sure you halfway cover the SD card slot with your finger if you're using something like this to put it in, because if you slip, that SD card's going to launch. Alright, let's kick it back on. That board was flat against that. No silicone pad slipped. But I'm curious what I just damaged fully. Let's see. If this was flipped that way, that came over. I'm really wondering what that is. Okay, so we're still reading stuff. That's fine. We still mess with the display. I mean, obviously. Sorry, I'm pulling it away because there's going to be info popping up on it. Okay. Wi-Fi is not working. It can see the network, but it's not connecting anymore. I mean, that's all I damaged. I'm fine with that. guess I can. Let's just jump into something here. I'm not sure what it is. It's reading SD cards. Ooh, no. Let's try that. Shouldn't be. That should be connected directly to it also. Yeah, you wouldn't, that wouldn't run off of that little connector. But I want to check everything. I still have audio. It had to be Wi-Fi. But that should be soldered to the board. Oh, I was able to just exit. That's weird. So, I destroyed something in there. Something is definitely damaged. But being this is an emulation device, I don't have to worry about things like the battery or internal battery, because everything's going to be saved on the SD card. Menu button works fine. I can't think of what I did. It has to be Wi-Fi because now it won't connect to Wi-Fi. But like I said, it doesn't actually make sense with where it's positioned. Unless I'm just wrong. Unless that is it. And for some, you know, maybe it's on a different... Because, yeah. Will not connect to my Wi-Fi. That is the only thing that's different. Just the location of that cable and everything, it doesn't make sense why it would be that. I don't know. Alright, we're going to end this here because I've done more damage to it. Well, I've officially damaged it. Like I was worried about GoGameGeek. Sorry about the moments where I got really loud. I realized my mic's a lot closer to me than it normally is. I'm going to keep you guys updated on everything GoGameGeek says. Okay? I'm gonna. Because this kind of customer service is ridiculous. By the way, when you order these, there's a big orange piece of paper in there that tells you how to handle support. It never once says their name on it, though. It doesn't say GoGameGeek. It doesn't say where to go to talk to them for support. It just says what they want you to do for support. Like, take a video, take a picture. But it doesn't tell you anything else. So, when it comes to companies like GoGameGeek or sites like GoGameGeek, they don't really do upkeep very well. I mean, right now, if you go to their site, you got these stupid fireworks still going off that block things you're trying to read. It's really dumb. Not to mention that they'll show a lot of products in stock that are not in stock. Like they have like the Berry, Kiwi, and Till Retroid Pocket Classic in stock. They're not in stock. They can't get them. That's the way they do, because once you buy them, now they're going to be like, well, I can send you this color. They just need to rope you in. So I will absolutely eat crow if GoGameGeek handles this the way they should. Okay? I really will. If they don't, I'm never, ever, ever buying through GoGameGeek again. So, and I know a lot of you out there are probably going to have some snide comment of, you only spent this much money. Doesn't matter. It was my money. And I willfully went through GoGameGeek and let them get a part of my money when I didn't have to. I could have AliExpressed this. You know what I mean? I started off really liking GoGameGeek. It was my favorite site to buy from. I don't know how many people I have sent through GoGameGeek, but they have probably gained at least 15 customers from me. I mean, that's not an astronomical number. It's not huge, but for a small channel, and I wasn't even a channel when I did that. I just genuinely liked GoGameGeek. But over time, with dumb things like the fireworks going off on the website and the couple times I've had to deal with customer service, has been a letdown. You get the sense immediately that they do not care, which they don't. As soon as you contact them, when they decide to answer you back, it's normally really short, and yeah, they don't want to do anything for you. So once again, another company that doesn't care about the customer. We are so in the middle of that era right now with every company not caring. And what's funny is the people at GoGameGeek, they go home at night and they're going to complain about Nintendo and Netflix raising prices and this and this. And they're going to complain about customer service at all these other companies, go to work the next day and do the same shit to you guys and me. I work for an internet company. I have customers. And I got to tell you, man, when they call me, if they're having an issue, I'm on it. I work with them. If I have a customer that lost their job, their internet's about to get shut off because they can't pay the bill, you know what I do? I extend their service out. I give them a month or two and try to help them get back on their feet, try to help them get a job. I start waiving fees so they don't have to worry about it. They're not getting charged late fees for this, that, and the other. Or if their bill went so long without getting paid and they owe me $300, I'll work with them. I'll remove late fees. I'll knock off a month or two here. If their family member just passed away and they forgot to pay their bill, I'll keep the internet on. Or if my customer passed away and their family's at their house but the internet got shut off because the bill hadn't been paid and they're having a funeral or a wake there, I turn the internet on. I make sure that everything goes smooth. That way they can handle the more important things in life and not have to worry about a company doing right by their customer. All of us need to start having higher standards. I've said this before. Deem stuff like this unacceptable. Responses like that, like fix it yourself, unacceptable. Stop giving companies your money when they don't deserve it. We're going to see how GoGameGeek responds. I'll let you know. I at some point, I will. If this goes out, I'm just going to copy this whole email into everything. I'm going to put it up on my Instagram. I'm going to put it up on my YouTube channel. And I'm going to let the 1,600 subscribers I have see it. It's not a big number. But hey, if I can hurt their bottom dollar even a little bit, then we're good. But I promise I'll be paying attention, GoGameGeek. And if I get a chance, trust me, I got your address. I know where you're at. So, I mean, that's not saying anything like that. I'm just saying I've looked into the company. Let me put it that way. I've looked up your history. I've looked up everything about you because I was really curious where you're based out of. So, digital age and I'm a network engineer. Yeah, I can find stuff out. I'm very good at this. So, I'm going to be watching GoGameGeek. I'm going to be waiting for that email. And hopefully you're a good company. So, all right, everybody. It is Saturday, so I came into my office just to do this for you guys. Yes, we didn't get down to the one-piece silicone pad that shifted, even though it wouldn't be able to shift without messing up these buttons. Yep, that's how you know someone lied on their application. Doesn't know what he's talking about. Yeah. So I am done working my multiple jobs. Starting next week, I'll be back in full swing. So I had projects I had to work on. Contracts came in. I got super busy. I do have a contract coming up that'll drag me away for 2 weeks. That'll be rough, but I will do what I can from afar, everyone. Have a good rest of your weekend. I haven't actually seen my family in a week. you know, working 16, 18-hour days, sleeping for 4 hours and getting back on the road. I never seen them. So I'm getting off of here. I'm going to go hang out with them. So I'm not even going to be able to game this weekend because I just want to hang out with the family. Everybody have a good weekend. I will see you next week. Probably try to get a video out Monday or Tuesday. And expect me to fill you in on what's going on with GoGameGeek and what they said. All right, everybody. See you then.